position. We got Velocity in third position. And the Gore is really struggling at the moment, and he's 2.5 seconds down from 2.5 seconds down from Velocity. Then at the moment, and we've also got Redbow's now in the fifth position. Now in fantastic stuff at the moment. Really good stuff indeed. Then and all the race goes Gunnar. Gunnar is out of the race then, and he's had a big smash to go on. Now a virtual safety car at the moment. Virtual safety car in this wow, an extraordinary start to this race then, and I'm not 100% sure what's going on out there at the moment. It's anarchy all over the show, isn't it? Peas is still leading at the moment, but it's very tough out there, isn't it? In terms of well, it's very tough out there, and just in terms of virtual safety cars for Peas, but he's keeping his composure at the moment. Then 2 retirements, then we have lost Gunnar, we have lost Artie Weed in this hellacious race so far. Absolutely incredible stuff indeed. Then so then just to keep you up to date with what has just gone on in the interval, as we had a break just similar to the ITV as well. Then back in the early 2000s there, where they went to ITV as well. Then right then. So our virtual safety car at the moment then, and as it stands then, let's just take a look at the tyres, shall we? And at the moment then, oh, and Fred has got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. He's also changing the nose cone on that Mercedes then. It's not looking too good for Fred at the moment, is it? And now Pease coming in. Oh, look at this! And now we're back racing once again. And Pease is under threat then, isn't he? From Energetics, and then we got Velocity also in third position as well. A lovely somebody. Gore is really struggling, and he's now in 3 seconds away. Bear in mind he is on the medium compound tyre though, isn't he? But even still, I'm surprised how far he's dropping back. There's a big gap then between Red Bulls. Gunnar's left the session, unfortunately, as Gunnar is out of the Australian Grand Prix, unfortunately. And here it is, and we got a free car bow just like we did in silver last night. A 3-second penalty for Mazda as well. This is getting very interesting, isn't it, to say the least? Then and now flicking it through at 14 as well. Now coming into 15. And now accelerating away from 15. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 cars and battling for the lead once again. And this is brilliant stuff, isn't it? And here we go then. So Total Peace is now leading this race then. Still then, but 5/10 of a second is half a second between himself and Energetics, and also half a second between Velocity and Energetics as well. Good stuff indeed. Then Nunez apparently a lap down there, so I'm not sure what's going on with the timing sheet there, is it? I think Nunez corresponder is on the blink, isn't it? Lucius is at the inside. He passes Forza and he moves into 10th for this now. Forza dropping down to 11th position. Remember that Forza is on the the medium compound tyre at the moment now, isn't he? He's going for the long game. Farf is still on the hard tyres, and he has moved up into 12th position. Lovely stuff indeed there from Farf, yeah. But so at the moment, Pease is looking very strong out there at the moment, isn't he? Oh, a lock up there from Pease. Energetics is looks like he's struggling at this stage of proceedings, isn't he? He is very much struggling, isn't he? Energetics is, and now with Velocity is now 2/10 of a second away. He's going to have DRS right about now. Then there will be DRS, and there's the detection line. He has got it. Then he has pressed the button. But so is Velocity as well. Sorry, Energetics as well. As he is a second behind Pease, but Pease is now starting to stretch his legs at this stage of proceedings. Then lovely somebody. Then a 3-second penalty from Forza at the moment, as he is struggling in 11th position. Now Forza is of course struggling to get to grips with this game at the moment, isn't he? Coming through to complete a lap 5, and he's on the top 3, and they're 4 seconds in front of the Gore, there he is in the background there. He is being cut adrift, and look, Renpo in her debut is over to 5th position. That is absolutely fantastic stuff from Renpo. Really well done indeed there. Lucius is really coming through the field like hot knife through butter as well, isn't he? We're on board then for Lucius. Curly Red is going to go for the inside, so Lucius on the outside. Lovely shot here from the Ferrari, and as Curly Red there is still keeping position there. We've also got Farf, who's got past Forza as well. Far from the hard tyres. He is going to be a player in the later stage. And this is Curly Red there being very brutal and very robust there on his defence of 9th position and his defence of Lucius as well. Then Farf is going to get very interesting as well. Farf has fired up those hard tyres as Bradfield is out of the race then. And where is he? As oh, he's had a crash there at the I think it's where Nakajima crashed in 2009, wasn't it? Just taking a look, then yeah, he's crashed in the car park. As in the Friday, just a turn, yeah. Oh dear, Bradfield out of the race. We've had 3 retirements already in this race. It's been an absolutely crazy start to this bronze race, hasn't it? It's been absolutely incredible stuff indeed. Then now Lucia Sen is Lucius, and we're on board with him at the moment, and he is now just a 10th for a second away then. But I'm wondering, is anyone going to come in the pit set? Safety car's out. Total Pieces in the pit set. He has rolled the dice. Energetics is staying out then. Is that going to be a mistake? As Velocity getting a 3-second penalty for entering the pits. Remember, we had a similar thing, I think, with one of the silver guys last night, didn't we? Pease is in the pit set, so he is changing tires. We've also got a medium runner of the Gort in the pits as well. He was really strong with the pace there on those medium tires, wasn't he? So that might be a good option there for the Gort. Then Forza also getting a penalty as well, and I wonder if that was when he was coming in the pit. So Farf is also in the pit as well then. So Farf's a hard gamble is unfortunately not paid off to a certain degree. Then Forza also getting a speeding penalty as well then. Farf is being held up. Oh, this is appalling for Farf as he comes out of the pits now as well. Ayrton also in the pits as well. He's on the hard tires, Ayrton is. So this might be paying it's probably a big advantage then to Farfetch. So the drivers that haven't come in then is Energetics, who is on the soft tires, and same with Renpo as well. As Darren is saying, Becca is doing a great job. She is in second position at the moment. As Sam is saying, she is indeed there. So Becca in second position doing a cracking job there. Sean Hammers there is the I don't think he is the leader, is he? I'm just trying to work this out then. Is he coming to pit set? It says that 0 laps have done on those medium tires. Same with Curry Red as well, but I don't believe that they're in the lead then, because it was a bit further back in the field then. But I might have to figure this one out then. So yeah, I might come back in a minute and I might have to get out the old whiteboard then. Forza has left possession then, as I think that hopefully it's I'm hoping he'll be able to get back in soon then. But yeah, he's left possession. He's down in 12th position at the moment now, and having a bit of a nightmare start then to this race, isn't he? So Bernd Mailander is out at the moment, and this is the first safety car of the Bronze League, isn't it? And remember, the safety car last night caused all kinds of anarchy, didn't it? And I'm expecting more to say we're getting in. As David Smith for 3 Welshes in the top 4. It's absolutely spectacular, isn't it? It's fantastic stuff from oh, sorry, I mentioned my ear. Yeah, it's fantastic stuff, isn't it? From these guys at the moment. Brilliant stuff indeed. That safety car kept them keep out of the way. Get safety car, keep out of the way, guys. Forza's back in the section then, so good stuff indeed there from Forza. We've got Wilson saying that Ford's stuck on overtake, trying to leave and come back there. So we've had this issue before, haven't we? We had a couple of issues last night where drivers were stuck on overtake, and that is absolutely appalling stuff, isn't it? I thought they'd patch that out today. Obviously, that isn't the case, is it? Which is disappointed to say the least, isn't it? Yeah, I'm hoping that the turn off and turn back on is now come to fruition there. Darren saying Welsh is the new Dutch then. Well, at the moment it really is, isn't it? Of course, ALR has had a rich history of Dutch drivers, haven't they? And with the likes of Vesley, and of course the likes of Fireshot as well. Or is he Belgium? I don't know. He's probably going to give me all kinds of grief now, isn't he? Yeah, so I don't think Sean Hammers and Curly top 4 have not stopped yet. I don't think their lap counters are working. So that almost threw me. Almost. I'm very much on my game tonight. Well, mostly anyway. But yeah, so the top 4 haven't stopped yet. And the soft, is this going to affect the soft runners then? We'll soon find out then. So Total Peas is on the hard tires with Velocity, Gort, Nunda, Maz and Lucius. Are those guys going to be able to get to the end on those hard tires? Farf is swapped to the medium tires. Are those medium tires going to get to the end? I don't think they will. And then we've got hard tires for Forza and Ayrton. Fran has done 4 laps on those hard tires in the second Mercedes as well. Brandon down in 15th, and Mike is 16th, and Camaro in 17th position as well. I don't know what happens to those two. They just seem to come together under the virtual safety car. There it is, and I think the safety car will be in the pits at the end of this lap then. And no, it won't. I thought it would be, actually. I seen green lights on that safety car, so I assumed that it was coming in then. But I figured, yeah, it is coming in, I think. So now then, Energetics there is giving space to Bernd Mailander, and we'll be getting back racing in just a few moments' time then. Here we go then. The Gore has got a 5-second penalty, and he's dropping down the order. Gore's had a problem, and he's dropping down the order. He's got a 5-second penalty, damaged the wing, and there's all kinds of mischief going on. Mars has also had the same problem as well. So they've gone into the the back of safety cars at the end of the stop then. Oh my goodness me, what happened there? And oh no, it's all out of key going off there. Is Nunda is, I'm not sure what's going on then, but we're back racing then. Oh, it's a bit messy to say the least. Ayrton's got a 5-second penalty as well. We're back racing then, and now the top four, can they spread their wings and well, go, and I'm not sure what is going on with the safety car. 5-second penalty as well. There's all kinds of stuff going on at the moment then, as the Gore is dropped down, Mars has dropped down as well. Yeah, that's yeah, there's a lot of hits, isn't there, in the background? There really is, isn't it? It's not the good hits either. It's not the pot. It's not the top of the pops. It's people going into the back of each other. Farfen is very much he's got a 3-second penalty there. Farfast for extended track limits. He's on the inside. Hammers that's Pease on the outside. Pease is on the outside. Pease is through. He passes Hammers, but Hammers is not doing enough, is he? We're on board with Hammers as we come into the chicane, and there's a lock up there from the AlphaTauri, but Pease is through. Then Velocity is now right on his tail as well. Then as Darren is saying, how hard is it to follow the car in front these days? It's very difficult, isn't it? But there's a lot of instance under the safety car and virtual safety car. And now Sean Hammers is under all kinds of pressure. He's been on those tires since the start of this race. Velocity is just coming to pit. He's fresh media hard tires. He brakes and he is through and up into 5th position. And Hammers is trying to come back. Hammers to go into 14. Not one iota there. And now he's on his way. And Curly Red is now on those medium tires there. Of course, Red Bone Energetics are on the soft tires. As Energetics has broken the DRS, and there's no DRS yet. There's 3 laps after the safety car, and then we'll go from there. Sam's the other person who was stuck on overtake. I couldn't remember who else was stuck on overtake. Farf is past Nunda, and Farf, well, my goodness me, he had a lot more break in. He broke a lot later than Nunda there, because Nunda doing a great job in 8th position at the moment, doing a fantastic job for the Williams team. Strong qualifying, and now a strong race as well. Ford is in 10th position, and Ayrton just outside the points, 11th position. Brandon is all over the back of the one of the Mercedes of Fran at the moment. Fran has done a couple of laps on those on those hard tires, and Camaro is trying to come back through the field in the Red Bull. Mike is in the pits again. Hammers has dropped back down as a look at Farf. Farf is up in the 6th position, and he is coming through the field like a hot knife through butter at the moment. Good 70 there. Sean Hammers is on the look. They're locking up the inside. That inside front is going to look like a 50 pence piece by the end of this race. Incredible stuff. Well, the end of the stint, more like it would definitely look like a 50 pence piece if he carried on. And of course, there you have to come in the pits anyway. Oh gosh, I'm trying to take a breath. I'm trying to take a breath at the moment, and it's been absolutely fraught to begin with. Look at the understeer of Brandon out there. The car refused to turn. Hammers is dropping down then, and look at this. He's locked up and dropped down to positions. Hammers got a problem then. I wonder if he's stuck on overtake as well, because he's really slow on in that Alfa Romeo. He is dropping down like a stone at the moment, isn't he? He's locking up, and he's really strong there. Renbo is in the pits then, as DRS has been enabled then. Is into the pits comes Hammers then. I'm not sure if those medium tires have had its day already or whatnot, but I don't think they are. I think it's just an issue there with the. I wonder if it's an issue with the overtake. That Curly Red is looking good here. He is, isn't he? He's up in the 2nd position there, but Pease has just moved up in the 2nd position there, and Curly Red is down into 3rd position, but he is on the medium tires as well then, and Farf is looking very good as well, isn't he? He's on the 5th fed. Farf is on the medium tires as well, and good stuff from Farf. He was on the longer first stint, wasn't he? But now Farf is very much looking very good indeed then. 3 retirements in this race. We've also Bradfield, Gunnar and RDW all out of this race then. Unfortunately, we have those guys have retired from the race then. Mike and Camaro came to blows on the first safety car. We've also had a lot of other issues as well. Jake Wilson said that Hammers has got wing damage. That is why Hammers was losing time. Hand over fist there, unfortunately. The Gore is a very close set, and look at this set. Oh, it's on now Maslets there. Having a look there. Sean Hammers is through that. He's changed the wing, and now he's up. Now he's on the 14th position there. Gore is in 16th position as well. Then we'll leave them to it because Farf is on the inside. Farf passes Velocity, and he moves into a 4th position there. On board Velocity, who has dropped down to 5th position then, and Farf forcing his way through and passing in a 13 then, and now he is up into 4th position. He's almost in the podium there. Good stuff there from Farf. Very much flying through the field. Absolutely stupendous stuff from Farf. Brandon then is almost in the points of both Mercedes after a miserable qualifying. Is all of a sudden very much on it at the moment. They are in are in the 9th and 10th at the moment. Lovely stuff indeed there from both those guys. Absolutely brilliant. Brandon, though, is all over the back of the back of Fran there. Fran is his debut here in bronze tonight, and Curly Red has been displaced there from far. Oh my goodness me, Brandon there going on the inside there. But look at this, as Fran is going back on the as Brandon there is through and up into 11th position there. He's also gone across the grass as well. As Farfair is now up into 3rd position. He is flying through the field. Really good stuff indeed there from Farfair. He's on an amazing race, isn't he, at the moment, Farfair? He was knocked out of qualifying. That's inspired him, hasn't it, Farfair? And now he is flying through the field, and he is in 3rd position. And next target is 2.5 seconds away, and that is Total Peas. Total Peas is only 3 seconds away from the race leader, Energetics, at the moment as well. This race is far from over, ladies and gentlemen, and this is just the beginning. We're on lap 12 out of 29 then, and Velocity is now all over the back of Curly Red as well. Look in the background, that was a Ferrari, that was Lucius doing a cracking job as well. Brilliant stuff indeed, and there's a lot of good performances out there, isn't it? Gore is past Maz and up into 15th position, and Gore and Maz, 2 very big names. Oh no, Maz is off the track then, and there's a problem there for Maz as he has dropped down into a 60th position there with Mike in 17th. Hoping for a safety car of some kind so he can get himself back into this race potentially. And now Pease has really gained hand over fist there on the race leader Energetics, and Energetics can feel the inevitable coming, can't he? And that is the race lead being relinquished at this stage, isn't it? Well, unfortunately, and we've also got Velocity as well battling away in 4th and 5th position on Curly Red at the moment. I gotta say, there's action all over the show at the moment. Good stuff indeed then. So then, let's take stock, shall we? Energetic has not come in the pits yet, because the safety car came out. Red Bull and Energetics didn't come in the pits. That camera has got a 3-second penalty instead. We also had Sean Hammers and Curly Red not coming in the pits either. And now we're flying into turn 6 for 11 and 12 then. And Energetics has had a much better slingshot there. Lovely stuff indeed there. And look at Velocity there. He is all over the back of Curly. Curly hasn't stopped either. He's going to go on the outside into turn 13. Farfel on the inside. We've got Yellow Flag. Ayrton's out of the race, and he's gone off, and that's a safety car. Ayrton is going for the major way at turn 12. He is out of the Australian Grand Prix. Bradfield is forgot his setup, and that's why Bradfield's out then. What a shame there. We've got a 5-second penalty for Lucius is in the wall. Lucius is in the wall. He's gone straight toward. Where is that? Where is that? That's That's turn 14 for the Ferrari driver, and oh dear, this race is it's turn 14 then. That's an unusual place for a car to go fair. I don't have a clue what happened there, and that is very unusual to say the least said. So I'm not sure what is going on there, but this is an absolutely incredible race to say the least. Pit for sorry, Darren was saying in the comments there. So we got a virtual safety car, which is what Mike wanted. So we got a new leader in Total Peas. Farf is up in the 2nd position now. He's had a fantastic race, hasn't he? Energetics is out of the pits then in 10th position. Good stuff indeed. And look who's just behind him, Wrenchbow as well, who came in the pits earlier on then. Energetics on the medium tires. That's good. That's a very bold manoeuvre there from Energetics to get to the end on the medium tires. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Lucius changing the nose cone there after going into the gravel. An unusual place to go in the gravel there from Energetics, from Lucius. I'm not sure what happened there. Mike might have had a reprieve here, and hopefully then he's on the medium tires as well then. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get to the race though from there. And the Gore also coming out of the pits as well then, so those three are just going to catch up to the safety car. I know we'll go again, shall we? Whew. I am glad that the safety car is out of the vote now, because it gives me a chance to catch my breath then. So then, let's take stock then. We are on lap 14 out of 29 then in this incredible race then, with Ghost saying it's a bad day for Ferrari. Continues. It is a bit of a bad day at the moment, so even though Brandon is now over the 6th position there, Lucius is 15th then. We haven't got to half distance yet there, so a lot more can happen in this race then. So it is not done by any stretch of the imagination. Mediums is fine now if you have low tyre pressures then. So yeah, so Darren now giving us a very good insight there on strategy then. So perhaps perhaps those mediums can get to the end then. Really interesting stuff indeed then. So Total Peas is leading then. He has done 7 laps on those hard tires then. Farf is second then. He qualified, I think he was 17th on the grid. Farf was he's having the second there. He wants that Driver of the Day award, doesn't he? Third position is Velocity, followed by Nunda in 4th. Nunda's having a fantastic race. Forza in 5th position. Brandon 6th. Fran is 7th. Camaro is in 8th position. Curly in 9th. Energetics is 10th. And Rent is in 11th position. Sean Hammers is 12th. And Maz is in 13th. Gore is 14th. 15th is Lucius with Mike in 16th position then. That is the full race result at the moment. Gore is back in the pits and retirement. Ayrton is out of the race. Bradfield out of the race. Goon out of the race. And RDW all out of this Australian Grand Prix. Into the pits comes the Gore as well then. I know what's he going to do? I wonder if he's going to go on the hard tires now to the end of the race then. Let's take a look. He is the Haas mechanics. Go to work then. They put on those hard tires. And that should be the Gore done and dusted then until the end of the race then. As now then we're just watching Total Peas at the moment. Nunda has improved so much. He's doing a cracking job, isn't he? Darren has just said that. Yes, Nunda is doing a brilliant job at the moment. So Williams at 3 and 4 at the moment there, and good stuff there from the Williams team. Really flying the flag quite nicely in terms of constructors at the moment. They are the highest placed team in terms of the positions there, with Williams at 3rd and 4th. Lovely stuff indeed then. And now we're just waiting for the safety car to come back in the pits at the moment. And then the Gore is still quite a way back. Then I'm wondering if we're going to have one more lap behind the safety car, which is helping all the guys on the medium tyres then. And the safety car lights have gone green again. So usually to me that means that the safety car come in then. But I'm just waiting for those that magical sign to say that the safety car is coming in, and we'll be back going once again then. And there's Burn Mylander was flashing orange again now, isn't it? Because I think the Gore then is still too far beyond, and there's all kinds of stuff going on in the midfield here, isn't it? Goodness gracious me! I hope they won't triple over each other. And now then here comes the Gore as well. Just catch that to the back as well. Safety car is still out of the... No, it isn't. It's coming in then. Of course, there's a very late message once again then, as I figure he's waiting for the Gore. And look, and we are going back racing on lap 16 then. So Pease is leading then. Of course, he's a reserve, isn't he? But he is doing a cracking job. Farfan, who's battled his way back through the pack then. He's going to be a big time player. Oh, and Pease got the low pedal and almost threw it away then. But Farfan is alongside. He has to wait to the start finish, and he has waited. He takes the lead of the Australian Grand Prix into turn 1. Pease is second. Velocity is third. Nunda is in a 4th position and doing a cracking job. But Pease is back through. Pease is back through then. And now Velocity is on the inside of Farf. Velocity is on the inside of Farf. He takes second position. Farf is all getting a bit squirrely. And look in the background, what is all that? There's a lot of cars there, as Curly Red then is in 9th position, and Energetic said the man who's on pole position is really straight at this stage of proceedings. Back to the front, Toll Pease is leading. He's got a 3-second penalty as they fly through turn 6 then as well. Lovely shot there from the producer. Hammers has passed Renbo's dropped down into 12th position. A lock up for Velocity again as Farf is pushing Velocity, and now Cameron, oh my goodness me, he's going to go on the outside, back on board with Farf at the moment. We're on board with Farf. He's going to go on the outside, not quite. Darren saying wait for the safety car crash as well. At the moment it's been okay so far. He's got another penalty as well from Brandon in the background now. And now he's got on the outside. Farf, this is his favourite part. He's on the outside. He swoops through. He takes second position. A fantastic winner with that from Farf. Really well done indeed there. Farf is loving the overtake. He's loving that line, isn't he? And another lock up there from the race leader Pease. He's really feeling the pressure from the medium shot Farf in the Renault at the moment. Farf is loving that Renault, isn't he? And now coming to complete a lap 16 and we're on 17 then, and we've got 12 more laps to go here in the Australian Grand Prix. 16 cars remain in this brilliant race as well. Farf hugging the corner a bit too much there, wasn't he? I thought he was going to get a penalty, but luckily he's alright. Brandon is all over the back of Forza. Forza there is in 5th position at the moment there. He's doing I think he's doing a fine job at the energetic set. It's all over the back of a Camaro as well. Camaro is right down near the midfield there after an incident with him. Mike on the early stages of this race, which was very interesting to say the least. Sam is saying Farf is on the pad for sure by the looks of it. And we've also got Darren saying Mike and Lucius in good shape if they push. Yes, they are indeed then. Lucius and Mike then are near the back of the field at the moment, but that could come back to help him. On the inside goes, and so Camaro chops off the nose cone there of Energetics. Fantastic stuff indeed there from Energetics and Camaro, not to cause a collision there. Lovely stuff indeed then as they swoop through the turn 11 and 12 then, and now we're on board with Mike then, and it was also going to be a case of powders as well. Look at Red Bull, she's under attack, thanks to her teammates also coming as well. Oh my goodness me, there's 3 abreast going into 30. Mike Troops on the outside, Red Bull's on the outside, that's a car, that's Joe Hammonds, he is facing the wrong way in the Alfa Romeo. Now then, look at this, we got a yellow flag then, now then, somehow Masters has dropped to goal positions then. Forza's in the pits he's only done a couple of laps on those hard tyres then, not sure what's happening to Forza then. That's unfortunate. Now Mike is really starting to really push on this. The Energetics is now up into 8th position. Fantastic stuff then. Once again, like Silver, we're going to have a grandstand finish here in Australia. Looking at that then, now Energetics is on the outside of Curly Red. He's on the outside. Curly Red is trying to defend. Oh, there's a bit of wheel banging, but a magnificent maneuver for Energetics. Oh, he's going on the curve there. And Curly Red is robust there and keeping his position there in 7th position. Fantastic defending there. And look at the background of Mike. And oh my God, it's the two McLarens going side by side. And Red Bow is not giving her teammates any quarter. And fantastic 17. Now we got Lucius there. Also joining in the action as well as they come into 9 and 10, and lovely over the shoulder shot here from the Ferrari. And we've got Gort in that's now with the third division as he passes Maslutz as well, and Energetics is past Curly. Oh my goodness me, don't go Robbie, that's a fantastic maneuver, and called the end of it. What a shame there, because that looked absolutely a beastly maneuver there from Energetics. He is over to 7th position, brilliant 17th, and he's coming back through the field. Farf is half a second away from Total P's at the moment as well. At the moment, that battle seems to have just calmed down slightly. Nunda is doing a fantastic job out there. He really is, isn't he? Brilliant stuff indeed. Then from these guys. Fantastic, and especially Nunda. But Nunda's going to have to figure out defending and going down into turn 1. In the background, there's a McLaren there who is really looking very interested as well as that Nunda there. I think that Nunda is quite happy with his position at the moment, isn't he? Because I don't think he fought that one too hard then, and I think that's sensible drive. And Frano's also up in his 6th position as well in the Mercedes, doing a cracking job, and at the Gore, and oh, that's a 4 off the track then, and Caro is just lost a position to Mike as well. And there is action all over the show here in Australia then, and now the Gore is in second 12 position then, as they fly through turn 5 as well. And Hammond's in 15th position, and Forza down in 16th position at the moment. They're really struggling at this moment in time, but Forza is, and look at contact there, and the Energetics there going on the inside of front there. He has dropped down into 10th position, and Camaro's over the 9th position now, where Red Bow is also by as well. Energetics is in trouble because the Gore is in there as well, and the Gore is on the inside. He takes 11th position, he passes Energetics and moves up into 11th position. Brilliant 17th, and Energetics there trying to go on the inside, down in turn 9 then, and Fran there just turned in then. Was there a racing instead, or are we going to be looking at that at the end? And this is going to be interesting. As Energetics, I think he's getting a bit frustrated on that loud pedal, isn't he? Gore is just a position away from points, believe it or not. He's had an adventurous race, hasn't he? Now then, Mike is all over the back of Curly Red then, isn't he? Now Mike, as go here in Australia, he is up in the 7th position, and that's one of his more easier overtakes of this, hasn't he? In the early stages, well then. So let's see how many points then the McLaren team can get then. Is now the Gore is really giving Red Bow on her debut, doing a fantastic job, isn't she? Along with Brandon as well. Total Peace on a fantastic drive out there. There's a lot of good drives out here tonight, isn't there? Fantastic stuff. A bit of we wasn't sure about how the running order is going to be coming into this race, and my goodness me, I wasn't expecting this one iota. Brilliant stuff indeed then. And now the Gore, and I wasn't expecting the Gore to be so far down. I was expecting Energetics to be so far down in the running order either. Fantastic stuff, and indeed that, as Darren is saying, Mike's heading for a podium in this race. Becca leaves Michael alone. Sam is saying as well that yeah, it's getting a bit fighting between the two McLaren drivers. Back at the front, then Favre with on the medium tires, and he needs to strike it now. Then doesn't he really well? So some medium tires are still in the balance, isn't it? As we come through to lap 21 now. Total Peace then is going for his first win of ALR bronze, and Favre wants his first win as well. And so does Velocity. Then there's going to be a first of many here tonight in bronze. Lucius is going on the outside. Where is Energetics? There's Energetics, and look at this, and he is now through and back up in the 12th position. There's the DRS, and look at this, a lovely shot there from the floor. He's in the slipstream, but Lucius is too far back, I think, to make a maneuver. But Gort isn't. The Gort isn't. Oh my goodness me! They're banging wheels. They're coming down into turn 3. Renbo's on the outside. The Gort is on the inside, and the Renbo is not giving an inch. Fantastic race in there, and now we've got Energetics who's on the outside as well. They're going into turn 5. Look at them, 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. Oh my goodness me, in the corner. I'm almost there. I'm going off the track as well. Incredible stuff here. Wow, fantastic stuff. This is absolutely incredible stuff here in Australia. Farfis dropped back, hasn't he, at the moment? Mike is now all over the back of Fred as well. Gort's off the track. He's got one. And the Ferrari. Oh my goodness me. Lucius is through as well. Mike is up into 6th position there. He passes Fran. Fantastic stuff back in this battle here, because I don't think it's over. It's far from over, isn't it? Really good stuff, Ben. And oh gosh. Hopefully these guys can calm it down a bit. Goodness me, I've still got a couple more laps to go in this race. Oh wow, this has been of course we have extended here tonight, haven't we, because of the lobby issues, haven't we? Of course, where we had to like disconnect and go back in, unfortunately. But it was definitely worth the wait, wasn't it? It's been fantastic racing, hasn't it? Up and down the field, really. Indeed, that Mike is having a look then coming into turn 1. Nunda is a race there for Far. He is absolutely fantastic stuff, isn't he? Farfis at the moment, and Camaro is now all over the back of Cuddy Red. Look at the background. Oh my goodness me there, and Energetic is through. Oh, McGore is through as well. They come into turn 12. This is getting very nip and tuck then, and look at this. Oh, there's a contact between Red Bull and Luce as well. Red Bull's in the pits there. I wonder if her tires have gone then. And so now then, Energetics. This is only a battle for the front. It's only a battle for the point here in Australia then. Oh goodness me. And now then there's And now as they come down into turn number 1 as well. Sean Hamrose then is up into 13th position there. Maslet is up into 14th position there as well. Good stuff indeed there from those two drivers. Brilliant stuff then. Oh gosh, absolutely brilliant stuff indeed there in the moment. Favre is leading them, but it's not all done and dusted yet, is it? And here we go then as who is this? And Gord. Oh, Lucius is on the inside. He passes the Haas and moves up into 11th position. Then Gord dropping down to 12th position there. This is very interesting, isn't it? I gotta say, I have no idea what's going to happen in the final stage of this race at the moment. Favre is not pulling away because look at this. Favre, oh, Pease is on the outside. This wheel-to-wheel stuff into the ball on the lead. Then he's going on the outside. Favre's on the inside. Pease is going for it. Pease is going in. He's got the inside to turn 15. Favre turns in. Oh, there's contact. There's fisticuffs. There's rubbing. There's all kinds of stuff going on there. And Favre still leads then. Ooh. And now in the background as well, then we have got look at this, we still got Curdy, Camaro, Energetics, Lucius and Gordon all battling at 1, 2 all battling for 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th position. And Hammers is also going to be involved in this action as well. There he is just in the background as well then. Curdy Farfis dropped back down into 2nd position because now Pease is through. He takes the lead of this Australian Grand Prix then, so Pease is back through then, and he is back up in the lead then. Good stuff indeed. Our Protos guys, I keep missing it. Oh, fantastic stuff indeed then. And that yellow flag and one, that's a Ferrari off. That's Lucius. Where is he? Oh, he's gone off at turn 2 there. Lucius said, I think that might be done and dusted. He might be out of the points, unfortunately then. And oh gosh, and now then we've got Curly Red now, who is under pressure, and we just got 6 laps to go in this race, and this has been absolutely amazing stuff, hasn't it? Really well done there for all the bronze guys. This has been an absolutely cracker, barnstormer of a race, and all 3 races in ALR have been really good up to this point, haven't they? Absolutely fantastic. Oh, and now Camaro is having some issues there, and he has dropped down to 10th position. Then of course he was looking good in qualifying. The race hasn't gone too well since that virtual safety car incident. He's really struggled a bit on the back foot, hasn't he? back on board the Gort, who seems to have had issues for most of the race, hasn't he? I'm surprised to see the Gort so far down at the moment then, but I'm sure he's having a good old time. Oh, and Energetics there, locking up though, stamping on that brake pedal as quickly as he can and hard as he can there, just to slow that car down, because he thought he was going on into a different time zone. I think he was probably going to New Zealand, wasn't he? But he kept it on the kept it in the yellow lines as it is over here in Australia. And now then there's slipstream once again. Then there's a coming up into turn one then, and now as Energetics is through, passing Curly, and he's up into, no he isn't, because Curly Red is back through on the inside. He is back up into 8th position. Great stuff, and Curly Red is up to 8th, and Energetics then is now under pressure then from these, there's contact, these damaged the car, they've all got into each other, oh my goodness me, and they're bumping each other there, and there's a lot of wing damage. Camaro's got wing damage, I'm sure the Gort has as well, has he? I think the Gort's okay, but I think the Hammers has damage as well, as they all just went into the back of each other there, didn't they? And that is not good at all, is it? And the Gordon is down in, who's in 11th position. I think that, has he got damage? I'm just having a look now. Oh, that's another lock up there from Energetics. Goodness me, that those tyres are not going to pass an MOT test by the end of this one. Goodness me. I think the Gord's okay. He hasn't got any damage then. So this potentially might be where the Gord has the advantage and really has it now. And he could get some points there in the later stage of this race as well. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I am wrong. I'm wrong big time. The Gord is out of this race. And we got a safety car with just a couple of laps to go then. Oh, what a shame for the Gord, and he ends a miserable race here today on the first race here in bronze there, and Camera has had a severe collision there with Sean Hammers as well, and look at them, they're all coming into the pits then. Oh, we got Noonda in the pits then, as so what I think they're going to go on the soft tyres. Mike is in the pits there, changing to the soft tyres, and we've also 5 second penalty for Energetics as well for speeding in the pits, and it's not good. It's another rain, but it pours, doesn't it? Curly Red is in the pits as well, changing those tyres there, going on to the softs as well. Fran has done 24 laps on his softs, goodness me. And so is Curly Red there. Oh, blimey. And Sean Hammers there is serving those penalties, I think, as the Alfa Romeo pit crew are just going to get to work now. Yes, they are getting to work now. Gort is left for session now. He is our latest retirement. That's 5 retirements here in Australia. Oh goodness me, absolutely incredible stuff here tonight, isn't it? It's been absolutely fantastic. It really has, hasn't it? So then it's all the guys that come in the pits, and Mike has come in the pits as well. Forza hasn't come in the pits. Is this going to cost any of the front runners any time at all? I don't think it should then. As Sam is saying now, this is going to be interesting. It really is, isn't it? I got to say, any one of the 15 drivers can score points tonight, and I think there's still a few drivers who can still win as well. Pease is in the pits then. He's got to slow it down there, and he does indeed that. Farf is staying out then, so Farf is taking the gamble. He is rolling the dice there. Farf is staying out. Velocity is staying out, and so is Brandon. Oh, this is good, isn't it? And I got to say, I'm quite surprised by that. And now then, is Total Pease are changing those tyres there in the Gasly car, and he's coming out now then, and they're going to have they had more than enough time to cut in the pits by the looks of it. So this is a very interesting stuff. Then Darren saying that this is going to be mayhem. It really is, isn't it? And now then Total Pease is coming out of the pits then. Forza there is in a 5th position then, and Mike is in 6th, and he's the leader of the second runners, so to speak, isn't he? On those soft tyres then as well. I don't believe that Fran and Curly Red and Sean Hammers has done 25 laps on those soft tyres, so I wouldn't. So I'm not sure where to believe it or not, really. I kind of don't believe it. So, but that's my stance on it as well. I expect the safety car to be in quite quickly, and so this is going to be a short safety car. Hopefully we'll have 2 laps then to go, and this order is going to absolutely change, isn't it? It's going to be completely different by the end of this one. I have a feeling then. So Far Fleet second is Velocity. Brandon is in 3rd position. Total Pease is in 4th. 5th position is Forza. Mike is in 6th position. Noonda is 7th. Fran is 8th. Curly in 9th then, Rensbow is 10th then, Energetics 11th then, Martin 12th then, Camaro 13th, Lucius 14th, Hammers is 15th, safety car is in at the end of this lap then, and retirements, the Gort. We've also lost Ayrton, Bradfield, Gunnar and RDW then, so that is a very short safety car time then. The guys down Corp then we've got off to start to really get motoring, isn't they? Because they ain't gonna be waiting around for, are they? No DRS either, so dive bombs will be incoming, and Darren is thinking as well then. Yes, no DRS, and there's no DRS out for the farther stage, so it's going to be old school. So now then is now Velocity is somehow involved in this final battle for the lead. That it's been brilliant, hasn't it? Sean Amos is too far behind, I think, and so is Camaro as well. And everyone else, the top 12 is definitely. Look at this, and they go now going now. Then look at this, and it's a total piece. He wants to get Brandon. He has to wait till the start for this side. Now we're back going, and who is that there swerving inside? Now then, that's what the Haas is. As a total piece there is on the front position as well, and that's one of the. I think that was Curdy Reddle, one of the Mercedes going wide, and it was Mercedes Franis off the track. He's had a fantastic race. He's on the inside piece as he takes second position, and he passes a Velocity. Now that was a mistake from the guys at the front. I feel they should have come in and changed those tyres. They're going to be swarmed now. They're going to be swarmed upon, aren't they? Oh goodness me! Then now Farf is now the shoes on the other foot. Total piece, and Farf are battling for the lead here in Australia. It's less than a 10th of a second. We're on board with P. He's going to have a look on the inside, is he? Not quite, and yellow flag in one then. It's one of the Mercedes. It's Fran who's dropped right to the back of the field, unfortunately. Look in the background, that's Mike in Forza. Mike is on the outside. There is the McLaren. Look at this. This is fantastic. Mike is through and I'm in the 4th position. Mike might have a chance of a podium, and Total Peace is now alongside Farf, and Total Peace has got to go to the inside. He passes Farf, and he takes the lead of this Australian Grand Prix. I'm surprised it didn't come into the pits there, and now we've got Curdy Red, and Nunda is dropping down the order. He is dropping down to the 8th position, and he's had a fantastic race there. Brandon is dropping down into 5th position as well, because Mike has moved up in the 4th. Fantastic stuff up and fantastic racing here in Australia. Really well done indeed, and I'll keep saying Australia because it has been a brilliant day here in Australia. The final leg of our 3-part tour. Cameron set the fast on race, followed by Lucius as well. Oh, contact! That's Farf! Farf is out! Farf is in the wall! He is out of this race and on the final lap! Oh no, and Farf I'm not sure if there's contact, but Farf oh goodness me, then was on course for a major race result as well, but that is not the case anymore. Pease is leading. Velocity is now in 2nd position. Then we've got 3rd position. Mike is up in the 3rd. He's had a fantastic comeback drive, hasn't he? And Nunda is past Curdy. Curdy's in trouble. Then we've got yellow flags again, and who's gone? Farf is the wrong way again. Then I think those medium tyres. I wonder if he's got a puncture. I think he's got a puncture. Farf pass. I'll check that in a minute. And now then it's a Total Peace leading them. But look at this. This is the battle for second. Velocity and Smite going wheel to wheel, and this is brilliant stuff indeed. Then oh, and who was that? I think that someone was spinning wheels, wasn't it? Oh, it's Master there. He's gone. He is gone as well. Oh goodness me! Then oh my gosh! Then we're on the final couple of corners here in Australia, and now for the final time, Total Peace in his first race for bronze wins the Australian Grand Prix. Fantastic, and also the fast of the race. And now with Velocity and Mike are racing to the line. Oh, Mike wins the Australian Grand Prix. Oh my goodness me, Michael wins the Australian Grand Prix. Oh, and that's his first race win for bronze, and his first race win for McLaren as well. Oh my goodness me, what end to this Australian Grand Prix. Mike is the winner of the bronze race as well, as Farf does have a penalty then. Farf does have punctures then. What a shame for Farf. He was a lap away. He was one lap short on those soft tyres, wasn't he? Oh goodness me, what an absolute result for Mike then. And I gotta say then that he might be in the running for driver of the day today. Oh, David Smith, yes, go well, Sheep then. Really good stuff. The Total P's in a second position. Brandon is in third position. Fourth is Nunda. Brilliant drive from Nunda. Curly Red in fifth. Rent Bow in sixth. And Sean Hammers is seventh. Energetics is eighth. Velocity in ninth. And Lucius is in 10th position. Camaro in 11th position. 12th position. Forza. Fran in 13th position. And Farf, who's just crawling in at 14th position as well. Kane saying, go on, Michael Gurman, good result, Curly. Great job, McLaren. I said you was looking good for a podium, but Mike, but damn, what a result then. It's Farfair is I think he's just absolutely distraught as well, as Mike's had an extra lap around here just to revel in one of the best race wins you will ever see, and I am absolutely lost for words. What a win there for Mike, what a win here in Australia. That's his first race win and first race win in bronze there, and I'm absolutely lost for words. Currently Red apparently got driver of the day there. And there he is, Mike on top of the podium, and brilliant stuff indeed then, and celebrating it as well he should then, and I gotta say then, what a way to get his first race win. That is absolutely incredible stuff indeed then, really good stuff then from all those guys here tonight then, and wow, what a race in the end then. Let's take a final look at the classification here from Australia, and there it is there. Mike, his first race win there, and I would say that he might be driver today, to be honest, because he was fantastic today, wasn't he? Second position is Total Peas. Third position is Brandon. Fourth is Nunda. Fifth is Curly Red. Rent Bow in sixth there. Hammer seventh. Energetics eighth. Velocity in ninth. Lucius in 10th position. Then outside the top 10 is Camaro, Forza and Fran, and also Farf as well. Retirements: Maslets, Gort, Ayrton, Bradfield, Gooner and RDW all retired from the Australian Grand Prix. And just taking a quick look at the comments there. GG, Curly Red there from Darren. Becca Jones, get in the Curly. Brilliant stuff indeed. Then Darren saying, shout out to Becca. First female point scorer as well. Yes, hats off to Becca. Good drive, actually. But I think her teammate might be taking on the spoils here tonight. Mike, what a race win there. I got to say that that was done in style.
Oh, mate. Oh, my God. Oh, I don't know what to say. I'm actually a little bit in shock. I went from P5 to P3 in the first turn, had a great start, and then something happened with Camaro behind the virtual safety car. He just rammed straight into the back of me in turn 7 and took me straight off. I was 17th. I came in for mediums. I then caused myself stupid wing damage and had to go into the hards. And then as soon as I saw the safety cars come in, I was just opportune timing. I was just in the right place at the right time to get in for mediums and then softs at the end. And what a finish. Unbelievable.
I'm absolutely lost for words then. I got to say, that was brilliant stuff. I got to say, it was unbeknownst to me as well of of all the penalties and stuff. When you come across the line, I was absolutely shocked. But yeah, I got to say then, you are looking very strong then. What's your aspirations then for the season ahead?
Well, I mean, I've said it a couple of times in the bronze chat in Discord. I was aiming for
the odd podium here and there, top 7 in the drivers, and then hopefully getting McLaren into the top 3 for the constructors. But I've come onto this game and I feel good, and that's obviously, this race tonight's a massive confidence boost. But I'm not getting ahead of myself because it's a long old season and Australia is one of my better tracks, so it's going to be up and down. But yeah, I'm hoping to feel this good after every race.
My goodness me, that's going to be hard, you know, because that was a fantastic drive. Well done, Mike. Really well done indeed. Absolutely splendid job. And let's come to Curly Red then. Curly, well, what a race then. And talk about from your point of view then, I've got to say, I'm so lost with what happened all the way through that. That was a absolutely insane race.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's not lost for words. And Mike, I mean, you pulled it out of the bag as well.
Thanks, mate. Well done to you, podium.
Lots of battles. I went from 15th to 6th, which is still not pleased. Qualifying was awful. elbows out. A few Max Verstappen moves, but I think they did get the job done.
Absolutely splendid stuff as well. Thank you guys who's joined me in the on the commentary box tonight. Really well done indeed. Then that's it for the Australian leg of ALR. We're going on to Bahrain next week then for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It's been really good tonight. I've absolutely enjoyed it. Fantastic stuff there. And we'll see you in next week's race in Bahrain. See you later, guys.